Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm going to be doing the requested kind of joke style prediction on my YouTube channel. I'm going to be doing Ben Shapiro versus Ilhan Omar, and I just thought it'd be fun to throw on a third party there, so I decided to just add Kanye running as an independent, which he said he would do in 2024. So let's start by filling out this map. Obviously, Ben Shapiro is a very, very master debater type of individual. He will win. He'll beat anybody at a debate. Now, Ilhan Omar is a very, very weak candidate. She absolutely has a lot of anti-Israel stances, some even anti-American stances. And West is a third party. He's not just a joke candidate. He can have some sort of center-left populist appeal for the inner cities as well as throughout the Rust Belt. He could definitely take a lot of the Trump voters who oppose the neocons. Ben Shapiro's kind of more of a neocon in terms of a war hawk style not necessarily John McCain. He's more conservative than John McCain, but kind of like a Ted Cruz type of guy. He's definitely hawkish on foreign policy. So obviously, I do believe that Omar would take the state of California. I do think it would be. I don't think the margin would be crazy because I definitely think West could eat into the Democratic margins, as well as a little bit into the Trump-style margin. And obviously, it's Shapiro's home state is California. He definitely knows he can relate to the people in places like Orange County. He could easily flip that back to the Republican column. It will be closer. Omar will still win it. I believe Washington, Omar will win it. In the lean column, it's a very environmentalist state. It should probably go for her. Shapiro, I think, will narrowly take the state of Oregon. I believe he'll narrowly take it away. Omar's just that bad of a candidate. Shapiro obviously will take the kind of these Bible-heavy states here, and obviously I do think he will take Nevada in the likely column as well as Colorado in the likely column. Arizona, I don't believe it will be as contested. I think Shapiro will take it in the likely column. I think Shapiro will take New Mexico. I believe Shapiro has a decent amount of Latino appeal, so I think he'll definitely take New Mexico, especially with how bad Omar is. Alaska, on the other hand, I think Alaska will go for Shapiro heavy. Hawaii, I believe, will go to Omar by a solid margin, not by a super high margin. Obviously, I do believe a lot of Americans on both sides of the aisle would be a little uneasy with having a Muslim president, but not just that, but especially one that just absolutely hates Israel, one that absolutely almost hates America. Saying just 9/11 was some people doing something, she would do absolutely terrible. And I know she can't hypothetically run because she wasn't born in America, but this is just how that scenario would play out. Shapiro would take the Dakotas. He would take all of Nebraska, including the 2nd District in the safe column, Kansas, Oklahoma. Texas would not even be contested. He probably would win Texas by like 15 to 20 points, as well as the South. West will definitely eat into any Democratic margins that Omar has, putting Georgia in the safe red column as well as North Carolina. Kentucky and West Virginia won't be contested, but expect West to come in second place in both areas. I obviously think that Shapiro will win these states, including the Rust Belt, but I don't think he will be able to fully make a appeal to the workers as you would expect. They wouldn't be voting for him. They would probably be voting against Omar. Just to have like this guy come in and just, yell facts at you and logic and stuff like that. It's not the best appeal, but they'll obviously vote for him. In Minnesota is Omar's home state. They would literally vote for Hitler if he was on the ballot. Minnesota is just a state that loves these weirdo candidates. But still, I think that West on the ticket will eat enough voters away from her, and Shapiro will take the state. Wisconsin will be likely for Shapiro, as well as Michigan and Pennsylvania. Ohio and Indiana should be safe in this case, and I believe West will do the unthinkable, pull all the votes away in Chicago, and pick off the state of Illinois. So he is now on the map. Now, Shapiro will take the state of Florida by a likely margin, only because Florida is always close. Virginia, Shapiro will also take by a likely margin. Of these three candidates, he probably has the most establishmentarian appeal. West, I think, will again take D.C., as well as I think he can make a play and will take the state of Maryland. Delaware, on the other hand, will go for Shapiro. It will go very narrowly. New Jersey will go for Shapiro, probably likely. There's a lot of Jewish people in these places. They're obviously going to vote for a Jewish Republican over an anti-Semitic Democrat, even if they, lean Democrat. But there will be some people like the elites up in New York that may be Jewish. They'll probably still vote for Omar due to party loyalty over common sense. Connecticut will go for Shapiro, as well as Rhode Island in the lean column. Vermont will go to Omar, probably in the likely column, as Massachusetts as well. Massachusetts will go in the lean column. New York State will probably go in the lean column. It will be contested, though. A lot of Jewish voters will not be happy in the state of New York to vote for Ilhan Omar, but that's just, I feel like the party loyalty thing will definitely be a big impact. Shapiro will take New Hampshire by a likely margin, as well as the state of Maine at large by a likely margin. He'll take Maine's 2nd district by a significant margin. He'll take the 1st district by a tilt margin. So the final column would be 391 to 114 to 33. Now, I do have some demographic analysis for this. I would expect white non-college voters to go for Shapiro 57 to 19. West will take 24%. A lot of that is kind of the Trump voter in the Midwest who may be turned on by the trade policies that West would bring to the table, as well as the center-left populism, more pragmatism, kind of like the thing that Trump had, but more left-leaning. I think they would be friendly and open to that. As for white college voters, I believe Shapiro will win them by a narrow margin, just due to party loyalty for the Democrats, as well as current trends in the current way the things are now. West will take about 12% of these voters. I don't think he'll do very well, especially I think that a lot of people in the suburbs would be a little turned off by, a rapper coming in and being a potential presidential candidate. Now, especially as an independent. Now, black voters, I think Shapiro will take about 10% of those. Omar will take 45, and West will take 45%. Of those. I think he has more appeal. Omar, being a Somali immigrant, won't have as much appeal. West, being on that debate stage, would definitely get those voters to sway back in his column. Even though Kanye did endorse Trump, I don't think that would be much of an impact. I think a lot of people understood the reasons why he did so. As for the Hispanic voters, Shapiro could potentially make some inroads here, but probably not a lot in a three-way race. He'll get 30% of the vote. Omar will only get 43%, but West will take 27% of the vote there. As for Asian or other voters, I see Shapiro getting roughly 37%, Omar with 40%, West will take 23%, and the final popular vote will be 45% for Shapiro, 31% for Omar, and 24% for West. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please like this video, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Follow me on social media. Links are in description. And please donate to the Patreon, as we're listener-supported. Just $1 a month helps a lot, and the link for that is also in the description. Thanks again for watching, guys. Red Eagle, out.